Good morning, ladies. Hello to all of you. Thank you so much for popping on. And today we're going to be talking about you pretty ladies out there. And we're going to be talking about putting on some little makeup for our obese women, including myself. And we're going to be talking about a really great recipe full of protein, a Parmesan nut snack that we're going to be making today. And we're also going to be talking about fiber. So you make sure that you're getting enough fiber to move those foods through your body and out, right? So you're able to lose weight. So you want to make sure that you're getting enough water and all of that. And so we're going to talk a little bit about fiber today. So we're going to go ahead and now get started on our makeup. So I just showered. I'm just pulled my hair back because I'm going to be doing some cooking today. I want to make some soup and I want to do some other things. So I'm kind of got a little bit of a busy day today, even though it's Sunday. But I like to prepare my soups and different things on Sunday. And then I can freeze it and then I can refrigerate it. And I have meals that I can pull out during the week. So it keeps me on track. And it would be great for you if you took one day a week and did the same thing. So making healthier dishes and healthier things. And we all are learning as we go along, right? We're all learning new foods. We're all learning new ways to get slim. We're all learning a lot of this, which is amazing in itself, but it's also nice to share and to be able to help people who can't help themselves and help people who don't know any better and all that. So what I share on this channel is just my own personal experience. I'm not a doctor, dietitian, nutritionist, or anything like that. This is just my own personal experience, things that I have gathered, things that I can relate to, things that helped me, and that's all I can assure you of. You always want to, follow your doctor's guidance and all of that, and make sure you are seen by someone and all of that. So nothing on here should be like totally taken to a higher level, of I'm putting it out there because it helped me, and then my own personal opinion, my own personal situation of losing 40 pounds. So it's helped me to lower my blood pressure, to lower my sugar intake, to help me drop the weight, and to think about food differently. Think about food as a fuel instead of food as fun and pleasure and just feeding yourself, right? So we want to get a different mindset going. So anyway, let's get into the makeup portion of this video and let's have a little fun, okay? All right. So I'm still out of foundation, so we're going to have to use that very sparingly. I just plucked my eyebrows a little bit, so I don't know what I had on me, but sorry about that. Anyway, so we are going to use our little eye serum, our little vitamin C. I'm going to remove my glasses. So yeah, I'm excited to get started with you guys today. So it's been a day or so, and I've done a lot of work on my book that I'm working on, and I've been thinking about you guys constantly. And I want to thank all my new subscribers out there. You guys are amazing. You are what keep me going, right? You're what keep me going. So please like and share this video and subscribe. Also, you can put a comment in below. I went a little bit far with this serum because I took too much. So usually it's just for around the eye area. And but sometimes I get like excited and I take too much. So sorry about that. So anyway, we're going to use a little firming cream. We all need a little of that, especially when you get to be about my age, right? All could use a little cream that helps the sags and all that. It really does improve. I am amazed by it, because when I first start these videos and then I go back and I look at it online after it's published, and I go back and I don't sit there and watch the whole thing, but I go back and look like what would be the best thumbnail and stuff like that. There's really a big difference between when I first start these videos with no makeup and I end the videos with makeup, right? There's just a huge difference, and a huge, like, just right now after applying that, it looks like my neck looks so much better. It just helps so much. So just these little tricks that you could use to improve your appearance, right? And not that you're doing it for anybody else, but if you look at the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror day in and day out, you want to have a lot more days where you look beautiful and you feel good about yourself than looking at yourself in the mirror when you don't feel good about yourself. So sometimes that comes with a lot of self-talk. We need to boost our self-talk. We need to really improve our self-talk. That's when I really started to drop the weight. It was when I started getting up in the morning. I have a full-length mirror in my bedroom, and I started walking past that mirror every morning. And before I changed my self-talk, I wasn't losing as fast, right? So when I started walking past that mirror in the morning and telling myself how beautiful I am and telling myself that you're looking great today, you are fantastic, you're looking good, your belly's going down, your arms look better, your face looks better. I can see from myself that I lost weight in my face. All these different things, they all add up in our own rhetorical self-talk, right? So we want to make sure that we have really good self-talk, because that helps the weight to come off. When you feel good about yourself, you can start to see some changes, and it just helps so much. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys today. It is about 60, I think 62 here today. I have the window open, so you may hear the wind. 65 already. And I have the window open, so you may hear some little noise from the window. I didn't want to open it too much and blow everything around. But so it's nice here today. And I hope to get outside, get a little vitamin D today, get outside, get in that sun, and maybe do a little gardening that really soothes my soul. So I'm going to do a little bit of that too. But first, let's get cracking on this makeup. Okay, so we did our firming cream. We're going to go back and do our moisturizer, which I really need. And this makes my face feel so good all day long. But it kind of goes pretty fast. I mean, it really is, it's translucent. So when you look at your finger, like how much do you have on there, especially me without my glasses, you have more than you think you do. So just it really stretches a long way. So you want to make sure that you really get those upper areas here, right? Pat that in there where it's going to help take care of some of those little wrinkles and stuff. And really moisturize your neck and moisturize your neck. It really helps to make the wrinkles go down, right? Especially when you lose weight, you want to really be moisturizing your skin. I can remember when I was pregnant with my kids, and we loved the beach, right? We loved wearing bikini bathing suits and all that. And so it's like, I don't want any of those stretch marks. I don't want those stretch marks. How am I going to keep from getting those stretch marks? So what I would do is I would just load my skin up with baby oil every single night. Just load myself up with baby oil. And I did not get any stretch marks. The only stretch marks I got is a little bit on my breast, but I did not get stretch marks on my belly at all. And it's because of that baby oil. And the more you hydrate your skin and take care of your skin, when you start to lose weight, you can like get some of that skin to go back to normal on your own. If you really like focus and take good care of yourself, you wouldn't need any of these liposuctions, all this different stuff. I want to tell you another story too. We're going to get on with our makeup though. We're going to keep moving here. So we have our moisturizer on. We're going to go ahead and start with our little concealer. And I'm just going to do a light concealer today. I'm going to put on a light makeup because I'm not like really going anywhere fancy. So I'm kind of like don't want to just clog my face with a bunch of makeup just to sit around the house and do my outdoor stuff and all the things I have to do. Anyway, so we're going to just do a light today. We're going to go around the nose here a little bit. My sister, one of my older sisters, she was always really heavy. And she had that tummy tuck surgery that um, I don't know exactly which one it was called, but anyway, she ended up dying from she got infection really bad from that surgery. I wouldn't suggest that surgery to anyone, just because of what our experience was with her, um, doing it, and she was gone in no time. And it's really, when they start to open you up and you get older, it's like a really huge risk, I think. My opinion. This is all my opinion, okay? My opinion, my true story about my sister. But it's just really, really something to think about. And when it comes to dieting, if you just listen to your body, like, when I get up in the morning, my stomach is already growling. Now, how many of you, when you get up in the morning, your stomach is already growling? You know, do you listen to your stomach? Do you listen to it? And then before some of your meals, do you listen to your stomach to get hungry before you go and consume a lot of food? Most people don't. Most people eat on a clock. They eat on a time frame, and I'm saying that that's good too. Is if you have health problems or anything like that, you should eat on a regular schedule. I do believe in that. But also, it's like, you want to make sure that you're not overfeeding yourself. And just by dieting, eating healthier, changing some of the fat into more muscle, changing it into more, eating more protein, making it change differently, is really going to help you and keep moving, keep moving those muscles, keep stretching and things like that. Helps for the muscle, the skin to go back and be more elasticity in it. So you have to, keep moisturizing. Ooh, I got way too much. I do not want that much makeup on today. Okay, now I got a little bit. All right. And this makeup, I added to it, this foundation, I added to it a little olive oil because I ran out and I couldn't get any out of the bottle. So I put a little in there, and I think I maybe have put a little too much in there, but we're going to fly with it. And I hope I'm out today to be able to get a new one. So, because this is a little bit heavy, a little bit, heavy, a little bit. Oops, sorry guys. I was going to get a let me scoot the camera back just a smidgen. Sorry. A makeup towelette thing. Let me get this off my fingers because it doesn't feel so nice. All right. Take a little bit of this off so I don't get this makeup all over my brushes and all over the rest of my makeup, because I really did take too much. And then for the shine, what you could do is I'm going to kind of, I'm going to take a little bit bigger brush here, maybe something like this. And I have my towel on my lap, so I'm just kind of rubbing it, making sure that it doesn't have blush or something in it. And I'm going to take just a powder. This is just a face powder since it's so shiny. And I'm going to tone down the shine. So I'm just going to kind of do a little dabbing here and tone down the shine. I don't have a pad thing. This one didn't come with a pad, and I don't have a pad. So we're just going to kind of wing it a little. So I hope you guys are doing good. You guys are doing well. Excuse me. You guys are finding new things to eat, shopping for different foods, being more mindful of what you're choosing when you're hungry, being more mindful of what you're making and cooking and all of that. You have to start somewhere. And even if you just start in small areas, like changing out some bad foods for some good foods and just doing some different little changes, it's all going to help you as you go along the journey, right? So I know you can do it. I believe in you guys. I really do. Okay, we're going to do a little eyeshadow today. Just a light eyeshadow. Just a very light. And I think I'm going to do this really light one. I'm going to do this underneath and on top. Right? This will help with some of the oil too. Put it on pretty heavy. This oil really soak it up. My face, in another hour, my face will soak up all this oil. So it may look a little shiny right now, but by the time I get ready to go out anywhere, the shine will dissipate. So my skin is so overly dry. And that's how we get all those darn wrinkles, you know? So we have to be good to ourselves. We have to do the right things, eat the right things. I didn't sleep well last night, but my eyes look not too bad. Not too bad like they were last week. Last week they were real, and I was sleeping good last week. They were a little bit bloodshot. I don't know. I'm going to use this lightest blush. I'm going to use that for the blush. It's kind of light. I can see changes in my face, healthy changes in my face. I've been doing really, really good on calorie counting. I've been doing so wonderful. I'm going to pat myself on the back. I've been doing really good and I'm on a really good track. My husband was in Michigan this morning and he said, "Hey," he called me. "Hey, do you want me to bring you some sweets from the bakery?" I can't say no. Oh, it is such a big downfall on mine. It just, I don't know. There's just something about the smell. There's just something about the sweetness. There's just something about the creaminess, the crunch in your mouth, uh, I don't know, you guys. It just like, it is so delicious to me. And I have a hard time of saying no, but be proud of me today. I said no. I said, I have things in the freezer that I can pull out that are sugar free. And I'm on a really good track right now. And I don't want to blow it. I just don't want to blow it, you guys. It just means so much to me to get to my goal weight and to help you get to your goal weight. It would just mean so much to me. And so we can't keep flubbing up, right? We can't keep like, oh, yeah, I want some. And then for what? And then after you eat it, you have all the calories in your body, you know, and it's not that easy to get rid of those calories. It's not that easy to like, walk 4 miles, 5 miles, and whatever it takes to get it off, more than that probably. But you know so I just said no, and I walked a lot yesterday and I've been doing really good. So I said no. I said I'm not going to cheat myself today. So be happy with me. Be proud of me. It's a struggle every day for me too. I'm human. I struggle just like you guys do, but I'm getting better and better because I have food in place. I know I know I can eat, and that's what makes the difference. Now, if I didn't have any like sugar-free anything around the house, I didn't have any thing that I could make, then it would probably be much easier to say, oh yeah, bring me that cheese Danish. Bring me that raspberry Danish. Yeah, I would love that, right? No, not gonna do it. All right, we're gonna put on a little what do you call this? A little bronzing powder. kind of tones things behind. It kind of makes, since it's a darker color than our foundation, it kind of tones things down that that doesn't, so it won't stand out, like my little chubby cheeks and my neck a little bit, which I am totally thrilled with my neck lately. It is really getting so much better than it was. It looked really old, and it's getting thinner, and it's getting more elasticity in it, and it's looking much younger. I don't know if you guys see a difference, but I see it this week. I see it today. I do see it. So we tone down those, and you can go all the way up to your blush line, but you don't want to go on top of your blush line. You want to stay underneath the darker tone, underneath the blush line. And then you could go on each side of your nose, kind of tone that down. And I like to do my eyebrows, because my eyebrows are not perfect. You know, they're not like state of the art perfection. So I tone them in a little bit. I tone them down a little bit, because they do kind of stand out if I don't. So it looks much better if they are kind of blended a little better, for me anyway. That's what I see. Okay, it's getting awfully hot in here. But our bedroom is always hot because we have heated floors, and this room, for some reason, stays really, really hot. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try this eyebrow wax. Now, I've never done it before, especially on film, but I am going to attempt. I did watch some videos. I am going to attempt, excuse me for that. The makeup off my lips too. I'm going to attempt it. So I have no idea what to expect. So here's what my eyebrows look like right now. Oh, I always go the opposite way. Here's what they look like right now. So I'm just going to kind of try to fill them in a little bit. Really wish I could wear my glasses right now. I could do a much better job. But I'm going to use my little 10 times the magnification mirror, the little circle. You guys can see it, the little circle here. It's 10 times the magnification. So this may help me. So I'm going to do this. I don't want too much on. Kind of wipe it off a little bit. So they say to just kind of like make strokes. Just make strokes. And if you have dark hair, they say do not do black. Get a color that is close to your hairline, your hair color, and don't go black because it stands out too much. So go a color like a brown, or a little bit more ambery color, or something like that. So we're going to go all the way down. Hope I see the hairline there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Here's somebody in the background ruffling up something. Probably my husband. The only thing that I see here is like, it also takes off the, since it's kind of liquidy, it takes off the foundation. So we'll have to come back in and do something with that. But so far, really hear that wind going. Hear that wind? That's all wind. It's some makeup on me. So just take little. I think they look much better. They look a lot better. I like it. The only thing that I don't like is that it kind of took off some of the foundation. So we'll have to touch that little bit up. And then you want to use a brush that's got an angle to it. Let me see here. It's got an angle. You can see that the brush bristles have an angle to it. And that's what they said to use. We're going to do a brush wash this week on one of the videos. We're going to wash all of the brushes. So say nice and sanitized, right? That's important to me too. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use I'm going to pull out a few things here. I'm going to pull out a mascara, a lipstick, it's a brow pencil. We need an eyeliner, maybe a little gloss for our lips. And I think that's going to be about it. You can do a little curl here. It's easy to get your skin, so just be careful you don't get your skin in there. And then you want to hold it for a little bit and let go. There. Very nice. Okay, we're going to do a little eyeliner. You want to stay on the dry part of your eye, not the wet part. It'll just rub off. It'll just melt. Pretty nice. I like it. Let's see if we can find our pencil for our lips. I think it does help the lipstick to stand out a little bit, and it also, I have to get a larger one. This little pencil is so small, it's hard to find. I need to get maybe a makeup little, I hate stuff sitting out though, but it would be nice to have a makeup thing wherever all these tubes stand up. You know, the makeup stands up, and then you can just kind of grab instead of making all that noise and all that. But I'm just like, I don't like it really standing out. I'm just going to do a little lip liner. Lips are dry. I'm going to fill in a little bit. This lipstick isn't very dark. Let's put on a little. I don't know about you, but lipstick always makes me feel good. Makes me feel a little presentable. Even if you don't have anything else on, you just have foundation and you just have a little lipstick, you just look like glow so much better than, you know, you don't have to do all of this you know, makeup. You just have, if you just have a little cover up and then you just have a little lipstick, it just like makes you just stand out and glow and look pretty, right? And I want all you ladies to be pretty. I want all you ladies to be beautiful. Putting on a little mascara. We're really just going to comb it up a little bit today, not a whole lot. Very light on the makeup today. When it cooperates. When the mascara cooperates and goes the right way. Right? My sisters and my mom, they all liked makeup. What do I have here? They all liked makeup. My mom was so pretty. And her mother, no, my great grandmother, I think that's how it was an Indian princess. My great great grandmother, I think it was. Something like that. So I had that pretty gene. Hope my grandson gets it. It's getting pretty exciting. It's getting close to the due time, and it's exciting. And then just touch up wherever you feel may lack a little. If I didn't have this 10 times the magnification, my makeup would look like heck. I wouldn't be able to see. My eyes are so bad. But the more and more healthier I get, and the more good foods that help your eyes that I eat, it could turn around. You never know. Miracles happen every day. So, okay, we're going to do just a little bit of gloss. Just going to kind of touch it on there and not really rub it. I hate when it gets on the thingy. Just put some little dots and just kind of rub it around with your lips. Beautiful. See, I look so much better than I did before I started this video. Oh my gosh, you guys. And you could be doing the same thing. It just takes a little time. It takes a little effort. But all these little things that you start doing for yourself each and every day, you start showing yourself more love by doing all these little things, right? Taking care of your feet, taking care of your face, taking care of your clothing, taking care of where you sleep, how you sleep, what the room looks like, the clutter, the dirty clothes and clean clothes, and how you present all of your house is a reflection on you. So you have to sometimes step up to the plate. And I know a lot of you are tired, you don't feel like it, and but if you could just get up and just do a little bit each day, it will make a huge difference by the time the week is over, and just tackle things. I was watching something. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of times I have some psychology background, but um, I love people's behavior and why people do what they do. So a lot of people are like clutter bugs, and they have a lot of this clutter and stuff, and it's like overwhelming, right? The best way I found to help with that is this: you get a couple big sheets and you cover it up with these big sheets, right? If you are clutter bug, whatever. It doesn't mean you're a bad person or anything like that. Just cover it up with these couple big sheets, and open the sheet up just one corner of this that's clutter bugged up, and start working from that one little area. Don't look at the whole big picture. Just start working from that one little area. And then the next day, pull the sheet back a little bit further. Start working on that, putting things away, throwing things away, getting rid of things, giving things away. I know I was cleaning out my freezer yesterday, and we had a friend stop over and visit with us, and he loves sweets just as much as Ted and I, my husband and I. And so we were talking about sweets and how much we love them, and he's on these candy bars and can't get off these candy bars and all this. We were talking about that stuff. So, however, we were so the two guys were talking. They went for a walk on the property and they came back and stuff. So I made him a big, huge plate of like cookies, Christmas cookies I had in the freezers, kolaches, fudge from Christmas, all this stuff that I want to get rid of, but it's like delicious, you know? And so I gave it to him. So when I open up that freezer, it's not there. I have just a little bit of fudge yet. And I'm going to maybe take that to my neighbor. So I'm going to maybe make her up a batch and then I can get rid of the remainder of that. And then so this next week coming, then I can start fresh on making some more like good healthy things, right? So I'm trying to do a lot more protein and really watch, even watch the imitation sugar. So I've been trying to back off on the imitation sugar. Like when I have my yogurt in the morning, I make my own homemade yogurt for the good culture. And I was putting a whole packet of stevia in there. Now I'm backing off. I'm putting like a half a pack, and hopefully I can get to the point where I just don't have to put any in there. I did the other day, but it was really hard to get down. But I did have a little bit extra fruit in there, so it was, you know, but still, anyway. So yeah, so I'm, but getting rid of stuff, just if it's like stuff sitting on your counter and stuff that's like, oh, I see that box of cookies there, I see that cake sitting there, and I see this, I see that, you know just put it away in the freezer, take it to a neighbor, get rid of it, find something that's healthier for you. It's really going to help you with your longevity. It's going to help you from where you are today to where you want to be in a month from now. It's by the choices you make today that it's going to get you there, right? So we all want to be aware of that. We all want to do really good. And I really want you guys to do well. I want you guys to do well from this free information I'm sharing. And also, I care about you guys. I lost my mom to heart disease, and I want to do a much better job at controlling my health issues. And I want to help you right along the way. I still have weight to lose. I'm not a movie star or anything thin. I am learning as I go, and I am doing a really great job this week. And so I'm focusing on this next week coming up. And so I'm preparing myself ahead of time. Like, this is what I want to do next week. I want to cut the sugar, I want to cut the imitation sugar. I want to, maybe back off on some of the other fruit I was eating, which I don't eat a lot of fruit. I really watch it because fruit really is high. It has calories and it makes you have a lot of belly fat. I already have belly fat and I need to get rid of that belly fat so it takes pressure off my heart and all that, right? So I want to really watch it. So anyway, I feel like I'm rambling. So we're going to go ahead and get into the next section of this video, which is fiber. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So sometimes, we may not feel good because we're not getting enough fiber. We can't go to the bathroom, right? We don't get enough fiber, or we don't drink enough water. A lot of times that's my issue. I don't drink enough water. Take the time to drink water. So now I've been like having water with me in wherever I go. And it's been a lot better. This last week, I've done a lot better job. So, okay, we're going to talk about high fiber diet is a rich source of nutrition for healthy gut bacteria. And I got this information and this source from, my reference is obesitymedicine.org. So they have a lot of different topics. You can go there, you can punch in what you want to listen or learn about. And it's a really great source. So that's where this information come from. So I'm not a doctor or dietitian, and I already mentioned that, but I do try to give references into where I'm getting this information from, and not just saying that I know all this shinga. Yeah, because I don't. Okay. Let's make that clear. All right. Gosh, I gotta get some clarity. Okay, sorry, excuse me. Just a second here. Okay, so better gut bacteria can be found in thinner people. Listen to that. Better gut bacteria can be found in thinner people versus obese people. So that tells us that if we can change our gut bacteria, we can improve our health and lose weight better. You see that information I found this week? That is amazing. I was telling you guys last week that we have to change our gut bacteria. We have to start, drinking some of this kefir. kefir. I think it's kefir milk. I get it mixed up all the time. And we have a family member, and their last name is Kefir. So every time I look at that milk, I want to say their last name because it's spelled almost the same, but it's pronounced kefir. I believe you can put it if the right description in below if you think not, whatever. So anyway, so that is wonderful news, right? So improve and lose weight. Okay, once we get good gut bacteria, we have to maintain it. Foods to help obese people to eat more fiber rich foods, right? So here are some of the foods. You might want to take out a paper and pencil and write down some of these foods. And I'm going to give you a minute to do that because in this portion of the video, this is important that you get these written down or you type them into your notes on your phone or you put them someplace. And that also gives me a chance to get a little drink. So, because I've been talking so much. So go ahead and get a paper and pencil, paper and pen, and go ahead and do that. I bought one of these teas. I don't promote anything on, I mean, I'm not promoting this anyway on here. I have no affiliate, I'm not affiliated with this or anything, but I bought one of these drinks. It's a peach piña, nourishing hydration. So it helps with hydration, right? So it's organic, caffeine free, and dairy free. And it is pretty delicious. But now I drank it already. I drank it the other day when I felt dehydrated. So, but I made my own tea. So I put my own tea in here. That's why it's darker looking. Because I put my own tea in here this morning and I put a little tiny bit of stevia, not too much, but just enough to take the edge off the tea. But I have in my tea, I was brewing tea. I have it on this on YouTube where I was brewing tea, and it has this is black tea and mango, and it has I put cinnamon in there. I think I put some nutmeg. I think I put what else? Some clove powder. I put a whole bunch of nice spices, and it is agreeing with me fine. And I don't know, it just kind of like giving me some energy, and I just kind of like I like it. So this one does have caffeine. Now, the other big batch of tea that I made, which I bought another drink to get the recipe off of there because I take stuff off of different labels. And it's like, if they can do that, I can do that. So then I'll go and I'll make a batch of whatever it is that I want to make it in a healthier way. Right. So it had a lot of sugar in it. So I didn't put any sugar, and I put stevia in each one because I don't always put the stevia, but sometimes I do. So it just not every single time I go and get a glass of tea. But anyway, it helps me to drink more water, and because I know these spices and herbs are good for me. So the other big batch of tea that I made had mint fresh, not fresh, no, it was regular herb. Um, so it was mint leaf, rosemary, and sage. And that's exactly what I bought. I bought a tea that was the same ingredients. So I just remade it, and it tastes a lot like it, especially when I put a little stevia in there, because the other one that I drank that I bought had a lot of sugar, and too much sugar for me. But I did drink it because I wanted to taste the flavors and see if it agreed with me and all of that. And then before I made a big batch. So I made a big batch of that, and and I put Lipton tea bags in that big batch. So that was decaffeinated Lipton tea. So caffeine bothers me. Like last night, I did not sleep because I had a little bit of chocolate. And I had a little bit of chocolate in my protein balls. So I think that little affected me a little bit. So I can't do that so close to bedtime. Okay, so let's move on. So foods to help obese people to eat more fiber foods. Leafy green vegetables that are steamed, raw, or roasted. So here are the big powerhouse vegetables: Brussels sprouts, broccoli, spinach, green beans, and kale. And then Fruits rich in fiber include plums, apples, bananas, and berries. Now, when I eat fruit, I eat mostly berries. I eat a little bit of banana, but only a quarter of a banana at a time because it's really high in sugar. So, to try to cut back on that sugar. So, I eat a lot of blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. Those are my staple foods that I eat every single week, right? That's what I put in my yogurt. That's what I use all the time. So, that's what I do, and that's what's helped me. So, one thing to note, foods that are natural and unaltered are the healthiest version of healthiest versions. If a food has 2 to 5 ingredients, it is processed food to avoid. So if you start reading labels and you don't know anything about reading labels, you don't know anything about it. If you look at the ingredient list and if it has uh, 2 to 5, if it has more than 5 ingredients on there or more than 3 ingredients on there, it is processed, right? So mostly foods that are in raw form, that are in natural state, is the best and the healthiest for you instead of buying prepackaged food, stuff that is just full of salt, sodium, preservatives, coloring, everything else, right? We want to get those healthy, natural foods. That's what's going to increase our health benefit, right? So we make sure that we are choosing those foods, right? And not just eating on a whim and eating really fast paced and just grabbing things. We want to make sure that we are being mindful about what we are choosing, right? So I'm going to go for now, and we're going to get on and kick it off in the kitchen with our Parmesan nut snack. Okay, so let's do this. All right, let's go, you guys. Welcome back, you guys. So we're going to be making our Parmesan nut recipe. So it calls for almonds, cashews, pistachios. You could use avocado oil or olive oil. I'm going to use olive oil this time. And then Parmesan cheese and also some sort of a like powdered milk. So I'm going to be using a powdered coconut milk. So that's what I'm going to be using. So, and I don't have the actual how much for each. So I'm just going to measure out what I put in this recipe so I know what my recipe is. Um, that's what I'm going to do. So here I have about a little bit over a quarter cup of pistachio. So we have that. And then we're going to put in some cashews. Cashews are my favorite. Probably going to use a lot of these. So this is a 1 cup. So let's say that's 1 cup. Let's do a cup and a half. Cup and a half of cashew. Okay. Let me write this down as we go because otherwise I will not recall. Let's see. So cashews, 1.5 cup. Pistachios, we have 1/4 cup. I just got tired of, I wish I had more. I just got tired of trying to get them open and they messing up my nails and like, oh my goodness. And then almonds. So let's see what we can do for almonds here. And you want to make sure you have all nuts that are unsalted. These are all unsalted. These are all regular, raw nuts, unsalted. I'm going to at least do a cup. And usually almonds are kind of like my least favorite nut that I can have because it's just so hard to chew. So I'm just going to do 1 cup of those. So that's going to give us a really nice mix, I think. Very nice. And you could add some other seeds if you want to. If you wanted to add some flaxseed or you wanted to add some hemp seed, you wanted to add some other stuff. I'm not going to this time until I make sure that the recipe turns out pretty good. So then we're just going to put some oil over it. We're going to use this olive oil. First, I'm going to sprinkle some powder. So I'm going to do some coconut powder, coconut milk powder. And if you have regular milk powder, you could use that. something that's healthy, another plant-based powder, that would be good. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon. Let's see if that gets us to where we need to be. And it's also going to give the nuts a little flavor, right? Other than their original form. I'm going to mix those all up. Probably could use a little more. How much is this stuff? 1 tablespoon is 60. I don't want to put too many calories in there, so let's go a half. You don't want to try to make a healthy dish and then all of a sudden it's unhealthy because added too much junk, right? Get that all incorporated. Smells so nice. Oh my gosh, these are going to be amazing. All right, then I'm going to put in like, let's start off with 1/8 of a cup of olive oil. And I think that will be plenty, but what do I know? Okay, we're just going to mix these around. Very nice. Lovely. Look lovely. Quite nice. And they are all coated. They're coated. Okay, we're going to go ahead and tidy up a little here. Wipe that off. And then I'm going to go ahead and find a baking sheet. I'm going to get a baking sheet from my little electric oven that I like to use for small batches like this. I use it a lot instead of heating up the big gas stove. It just works out a lot better and it's more cost effective and all of that. So that's what I do a lot. Oh, and we have to put in the Parmesan. Sorry, I almost forgot. See it sitting here. And get the air out of the bag. Don't go stale on me. There we go. Okay, we can put all this stuff away. Okay, and then Parmesan, I think I'm just going to sprinkle it because you'll know if you have too much. You'll know because you can see it. Just have to wash my hands again. And it's kind of going to give you that little bit of salty. You give that little salty texture that you like sometimes, you know. Oh, it smells great. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Wash my hands again. I'm going to find a cookie sheet. I'm going to put some parchment on it. I'm going to turn my oven on. And then the Parmesan, I know we sprinkled it, but it's pretty low in cal. It's 2 tablespoons for 20. So I'd say, I don't think we have 4 tablespoons I shook out. So I would say, let's just be safe and say maybe 3 to 4, 6. 60 calories on that. And then avocado oil, we did 1/8 of a cup. Almonds, we did 1 cup. Parmesan cheese, we did 3 tablespoons. Powdered coconut, we did 1.5 tablespoon. So then what we can do is we can add all this up. I'll go and get the calories for each one of them. We can add it all up, and then we will know for how much ever we take for a serving, because we want to like do these in individual after they're dry, right? After they're baked, they're dried. Put these in individual servings, And then that way we'll know when we grab that snack, we know how many calories we're getting, right? We can write it down in our calorie count. So we're going to do that a little bit later. But first, I'm going to get this cookie sheet, turn on my oven, get some parchment, and then we're going to lay this out on the cookie sheet. And I'll let you go down a little bit like that. So we're going to do the cookie sheet right here. I want to wipe this off. Put that back. All right. All right, let me get the cookie sheet. I'm getting about to the end of my parchment paper. I have to order some. I usually order it from Amazon, where I can get the individual sheets. And I put the oven on about 225. 225. We don't want it to be real hot, but we want it to be able to. We're going to see how it goes with that. And then we're just going to pour these on here. Oh, it smells so good. Got to tidy up a little bit. Just spread them out so they can get the air from the oven. All right. This is going to be a nice, delicious snack that we can have. We don't want to eat it every day, but we could have a little bit of it. 80 milligrams sodium, 80 milligrams of sodium in this Parmesan cheese. So we have to watch your sodium. No sugar. I have the door open, so you're going to see stuff flying probably. So yeah, and then we got to do the all the calories. So yeah, we have it all kind of pushed out there. I'm going to go ahead and pop these in the oven. Make sure that we can get some heat on them. And then we're just going to have to watch them, okay? And then I'll be right back. There you have it, you guys. I cooked it about 20 minutes on 225 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm just now going to put it on some different paper. I'm going to spread it out some more and let it dry a little bit more and cool down. And then I'm going to put it in individual bags. So I bought some little paper bags, small paper bags. And I'm going to put it in that and then label them. And then I will have this delicious snack to have whenever I want something a little bit tiny salty, but not too salty, right? Like what you get at the store, just something that's homemade and delicious and full of protein. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you, new subscribers. Go ahead and subscribe if you like what I share here. And I look forward to seeing you around. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hi guys, it's me again. I also wanted to say that I will put the recipe in the description box of this video. And also you can go and visit my website where you can get a self-help plan to get started on your weight loss journey. So it's a little plan that you can get 5 videos and you can start working on your getting your motivation in gear and getting ready to get started on a good path and journey to weight loss. So you can go there and purchase that. I also have some free prayers there. You can go and see that. I also have where you can go and get some recipes for a fee, and I will be adding to those recipes as time goes on, especially the things that I share on this channel. And other recipes as well. And so you might want to go and check that all out. So I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. I also wanted to mention that I sell wine. So if you see in the description where there's wine for sale, it's clean wine. It doesn't have the sulfates in it, and doesn't give you the headache the next day. It's so delicious. And I also have that in here for people who still like to drink wine. I don't do much of that, but I do have that, and I do sell it. And it is very clean wine, and it's really, you can go to the website and you can check it all out. And it talks about how they take really good care of their grapes, and how they are, they don't spray them and all this stuff. And it just is really awesome. So you can go there and check that out. I also have some other programs on my website that you can go to get started if you are into business. If you want to get started in a business and don't know where to start, you can go there and purchase the free program. You can also go there and if you're into selling crafts and things like that, you can go there and get the starter program for to open up an Etsy account, how to do it, and all of that. So some really great references there, and some really great material for you to consume and you to purchase if you choose. And so I just wanted to put that out there. And so yeah, so I look forward to talking to you guys all in tomorrow. All right, bye bye now.